Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 25th of May 2023. Let's start with our session. Which institution released the World Economic Situation and the Prospect Report? So this report was recently released by the United Nations, and according to this report, the global economic growth is expected to be at 2.3% in 2023. And also the report expected a 2.5% growth in 2024. And this growth rate is still well below the average growth rate in 2 decades before the pandemic of 3.1%, right? So as per this report, United Nations has predicted the growth in 2023 to be at 2.3% and the growth in 2024 is to be at 2.5%. Fine. Now, which institution has released a report named as Turning Off the Tap: How the World Can End Plastic Pollution and Create a Circular Economy report? So this report was recently released by United Nations Environment Programme, and according to this report, global plastic pollution can be reduced by 80% by 2040 if deep policy and market shifts are achieved using existing technologies and shift to the circular economy. Fine. Simply you can be asked that which institution has released this particular report named as Turning Off the Tap. So answer would be United Nations Environment Programme. Headquarters lies in Nairobi in the country Kenya, right? Next is, which state hosted the joint flood relief exercise named as Jal Rahat? So exercise Jal Rahat is a joint flood relief exercise that has been conducted in the state of Assam to validate the joint drills and coordinate preparedness by multi-agency flood relief columns. Okay, so it involved the participation of Indian Army, Sashastra Seema Bal, National Disaster Response Force, District Disaster Management Authority, and the police representatives. Right? So Assam has hosted this Jal Rahat, which is a joint flood relief exercise. Next question is, Kapileshwar temple, which is said to be included in the Archaeological Survey of India's protected monument list, is located in which Indian state? So this temple is situated in Bhubaneswar in the state of Odisha, and now it is said to be included in the ASI's protected monument list. So this is a 5th century old Kapileshwar temple, and it was renovated by Gajpati Kapilendra Dev in the 14th century and is well known for its carvings and architecture. So this temple is a fine example of the Kalinga style of architecture, which is known for its elegance and simplicity. Fine. So this Kapileshwar temple lies in the state of Odisha, and it was in news because it is said to be included in the Archaeological Survey of India's protected monument list. Also these days, Tungnath temple is in news, and it is the country's highest Shiv temple that is located in the state of Uttarakhand. And recently, Archaeological Survey of India study has found that the Tungnath temple in Garhwal Himalayas is tilting 5 to 6 degrees and smaller structures in the complex by 10 degrees. Fine. So that's why Tungnath temple is very much in news these days. It lies in the state of Uttarakhand in its Rudraprayag. Okay. Which city is the host of LOGISEM 23, the National Logistics Management Seminar? So recently this seminar took place in New Delhi, and it was organized based on the theme Leverage Emerging Global Supply Chain to Enhance the Logistics Capabilities while absorbing the disruptions. This was the whole theme. and the discussions ranged from future prospects of domestic aviation industry, modern trends in supply chain management and warehousing, and public procurement initiatives through the government e-marketplace. Fine. So which city is the host of this particular logistic management seminar? So answer would be New Delhi. Also, as per the analysis of sources of funding of regional parties of India, what percentage of income of regional parties came from unknown sources in 2021 to 22? So this Association for Democratic Reforms recently released the report titled as Analysis of Sources of Funding of Regional Parties of India, and as per the report, more than 3/4 of the income of regional parties came from unknown sources in 2021 to 22. So answer would be 75% or 3/4 of the income. Fine. Which institution is associated with the surety bonds? This is IRDAI, full form is the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. So recently it has relaxed the norms for surety bonds to expand the surety insurance market. What is this surety bond? It is a type of insurance policy that protects the party which is involved in a transaction or contract from potential financial loss that is caused by the breach of contract or other types of non-performance. Fine. So IRDAI is associated with this surety bond, and the full form is the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. Also recently SEBI has proposed the granting of special board nomination rights for the unit holders of real estate investment trust and infrastructure investment trust, and this is expected to strengthen corporate governance norms because under the current regulations no unit holder of these trusts can enjoy superior voting rights. Okay, so simply you can be asked that which institution has proposed special rights for the unit holders of real estate investment trust and infrastructure investment trust? So answer would be SEBI. Sea butterflies belong to a suborder of which particular species? So it belongs to a suborder of sea snails, and this group's smallest species, named as shelled pteropods, is threatened due to the acidification of ocean, right? So since the sea absorbs an increasing quantity of carbon dioxide and it turns the water more acidic, due to which the homes of these small sea butterflies totally dissolve. Okay, so sea butterflies belong to a suborder of snail, and currently it is threatened. That's why it was in news. Also, what is this gecko? Mizoraменsis. So recently it has been discovered in Mizoram state by the researchers of Mizoram University, and it is a gliding gecko which is a subgenus that is found in Southeastern Asia. Okay, and this lizard has the skin flaps along the body and tail that enable it to glide. Okay, so simply you can be asked that this gecko Mizoraменsis was discovered recently in which state or the union territory? So it has been found in the state of Mizoram. Which institution released a new guideline on non-sugar sweeteners? So World Health Organization has recently released a new guideline on non-sugar sweeteners, and it recommends against the use of the NSS to control the body weight or reduce the risk of non-communicable diseases. Okay, and the long-term usage of non-sugar sweeteners can be ineffective and result in the health problems. So that's why recently WHO has released a new guideline regarding these non-sugar sweeteners. Next is, which city is the host for National Ayush Mission Conclave? So Union Minister Sarbanand Sonowal has inaugurated this 2-day National Ayush Mission Conclave in New Delhi, and this mission is the flagship program of Ministry of Ayush, and with active cooperation of states and the union territory governments, this 2 days conclave will actually pave the way for coordination among the stakeholders, and it would strengthen the functioning of Ayush health and wellness centers. Okay, So which city is the host for the National Ayush Mission Conclave? It is New Delhi. Which city is the host of the South Asian Youth Table Tennis Championship 2023? So this championship recently concluded in Itanagar, and it was a 3-day international event in which more than 100 athletes from different 6 countries participated. And which are these 6 different countries? Bhutan, Bangladesh, India, Maldives, Sri Lanka and Nepal. Okay. So in the under 19 boys single, Ankur Bhattacharjee defeated Payas Jain to claim the gold, while in under 19 girls singles, Suhana Saini has defeated Yashaswani Ghorpade to claim the gold. Fine. So which city is the host of this South Asian Youth Table Tennis Championship? Answer would be Itanagar. Who has been assigned the independent charge as Minister of State in Ministry of Law and Justice? So Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs and Culture, Mr. Arjun Ram Meghwal, has been assigned the independent charge as Minister of State in the Ministry of Law and Justice, in addition to his existing portfolios. So now he will replace Union Minister Kiran Rijiju, who will now hold the portfolio of Ministry of Earth Sciences. Okay. Also, Professor S.P. Singh Baghel has been assigned as Minister of State in the Health and Family Welfare Ministry. Okay. So currently, who has been assigned as the independent charge as Minister of State in Ministry of Law and Justice? This is Mr. Arjun Ram Meghwal. Kishtwar High Altitude National Park is situated in which state or the Union Territory? So this national park is situated in Jammu and Kashmir, and a camera trap recently recorded the presence of snow leopard in this national park. And this sanctuary has an altitude range of 1700 to 1400 meters, which provides a natural habitat to various species of mammals and to the birds. Okay. So this Kishtwar High Altitude National Park lies in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Now the last question is, the demand for the creation of a separate cookie land has been in the news in which Indian state? We have discussed this question few days back, if you remember. The demand for the creation of a separate cookie land has been happening since the late 1980s, and after clashes between Kuki Zomi tribes and the majority Miti community in Manipur state left more than 70 people dead, right? So now the state's 10 Kuki Zomi MLAs demanded a separate administration under the constitution. So this cookie land has been demanded in the state of Manipur. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with our revision session, in which we are doing the current affairs revision for the month of April, and this is the 12th part in the series. So today we'll be doing the questions from 166 up to question number 180. Let's start. Which country is the host of Shanghai Cooperation Organization Millets Food Festival? So the host for this festival was India, and Union Minister of State for Tourism Mr. Shripad Nayak inaugurated this festival in Mumbai. Okay, and it includes a variety of cuisines made of different millets prepared by the chefs from different countries like Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Russia and India. Virginia Norwood, who passed away recently, was associated with which particular field? So she was an aerospace pioneer, and recently she passed away at the age of 96 years. She actually invented a scanner that has enabled the scientist to map and study the earth for more than 50 years. Fine. Which virus has been recently found to trigger cancer? This is Epstein-Barr virus, and it is one of the 9 known human viruses in the herpes family, which is found to be triggering the cancer. Next is, which union ministry is set to draft the SOPs for safety and security of journalists? So the standard operating procedure for the safety and security of journalists will be drafted by the Union Home Ministry. Who was recently crowned as Miss India 2023? This is Nandini Gupta. She is just 19 years old and she belonged to Rajasthan state. Recently she has been crowned as Miss India 2023 at the grand finale event that was held in Imphal in the state of Manipur. And this year it was 59th edition of Femina Miss India Beauty Competition. Which institution has developed a low-cost camera for multispectral imaging of flame CL-FLAM? This is IIT Indore, and this CL-FLAM is a low-cost camera for multispectral imaging of the flame, and it has been developed by IIT Indore in collaboration with Sweden and NASA. So it is capable of simultaneously capturing multiple spectral 3D images of 4 chemical species in a flame. Which union ministry is associated with the CAPF, means Central Armed Police Forces? So Ministry of Home Affairs is associated with CAPF, and it was in news because recently this ministry has approved the conduct of constable examination for CAPF in 13 regional languages, and this is in addition to Hindi and English. And aim is to promote the participation of local youth in the CAPF and also to encourage the regional languages. Siachen Day is observed by the Indian Army every year to commemorate which of its operation? So Indian Army observes 13th of April every year as Siachen Day to commemorate the anniversary of Operation Meghdoot. And it was launched by Indian Army in the year 1984 on 13th of April to secure the Siachen Glacier, which is of obviously strategic importance. In which state the Saurashtra Tamil Sangamam is organized? This is Gujarat state. Basically, this Saurashtra Tamil Sangamam is an initiative under Ek Bharat Shresht Bharat program, which aims to promote and preserve the rich culture and heritage of Saurashtra and Tamil Nadu. Chirauba is a festival celebrated in which Indian state? So it is considered to be one of the most important festivals of Manipur, and it marks the beginning of the Lunar New Year for the people of Meitei community of Manipur and across the globe, right? Imam Ali bin Abi Talib was associated with which state or the Union Territory? So in the Union Territory of Ladakh, people from across Kargil reached the Kargil Bazaar in the form of morning processions to mark Imam Ali bin Abu Talib's martyrdom. Okay, actually he is believed to be the first Imam and the rightful political and religious successor of Islamic Prophet Muhammad by Shias. When is the World Hemophilia Day observed every year? So we observe this day every year on 17th of April, and this year the theme is Access for All, Prevention of Bleeds as the Global Standard of Care. Okay, where is the Army Commanders Conference 2023 held? So it was organized in the month of April in New Delhi. Who has been conferred with the Maharashtra Bhushan Award 2023? And this is an important question. So Government of Maharashtra has conferred this award to Dr. Appa Saheb Dharma Dhikari. Okay, so it is the highest civilian award that is conferred every year by the state government of Maharashtra, and it was first conferred in the year 1996. National Panchayat Awards Week is celebrated in which month? So this week was observed from 17th to 21st of April this year to commemorate the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav 2.0, and the President of India Draupadi Murmu inaugurated the National Panchayat Award Week, and she conferred the National Panchayat Awards at the National Conference on Incentivization of Panchayats Cum Award Ceremony. Fine. So these are the next 15 questions from the month of April, and tomorrow we'll be taking it ahead from 181 to question number 195. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Minu Hadsana signing off.